Am I big or am I little? Am I a kid or am I a mommy? Well, hey everyone, I'm Jen, and I work here at Crossroads. I'm on staff for Kids Club. You probably see me around here. And I'm here today to tell you that I want your kids to see me early and often because I believe that that'll make a better world for all of us. Well, hey, I am a mom. I do have two kids, Ezra and Eleanor. Ezra is 7, Eleanor is 4. My husband Dave and I, he's back there, we've been married for 14 years. And before this, I was an actor. Thank you, you can clap for that. Before this, I was an actor, and I got to travel the world. It was pretty awesome. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, I guess you will figure out really quickly that my dog Stella is the love of my life. So all that's pretty normal. But if you're looking at me, you can tell right away that there's just something different about me. I don't know if you can tell what it is. So I have dwarfism. It's okay for me to say that. I am a dwarf, and that means that my arms and my legs didn't grow like the rest of my body did. And it's kind of common, I guess, kind of not common. 1 in 10,000 births, there's about 200 different types of dwarfism. I have the most common achondroplasia, so you see us around a lot, I guess. In any case, my dwarfism affects the way that I interact with the world and the way that the world interacts with me. Sometimes it's really good. Like last night, I was at Sam's Club, and I was buying cases of water for family movie night. Who was here at family movie night last night? Woo! All right, so for family movie night, from the time I put the cases of water in my cart to the time I got to my door, I had 5 different people say, "Hey, you need help with that?" "No, I got it, I'm good." Seriously. Another time I was in Paris, and my husband and I were trying to buy tickets to get into a museum. There you have to buy tickets. And we were told, like, through gestures and through broken English, like, "No, you can't buy a ticket." All right. Well, we found out we couldn't buy a ticket because we were little, because little people got in for free. I'll take it. So that's good, that's awesome. And then there are other times that it gets a little awkward. And usually that involves kids. So I work in Kids Club. When I go down the Kids Club hallway, it's a bit of a gauntlet. Like, you get kids pointing, you get kids, like, hiding behind their mom, and then sometimes you get kids like, "I'm taller than you." No, you're not, kid. Not yet. So there's that. Other times I'm, like, in the grocery store. This happens a lot, this kind of scenario. But this particular one, I was in the grocery store. And I'm in an aisle, and there's a mom, and she comes down the aisle. She starts down the aisle, and she sees me, and she goes down another aisle. All right. So I end out in her aisle a little while later. The only difference is that this time, her kids saw me first. And it goes a little something like this. Mom, look, she's little. And the mom's like, "Oh my gosh, don't say anything, shh. I am so sorry." "I know, I'm sorry too. I'm so sorry. This is so awkward." So it's awkward. Parents, I feel you. I'm a parent too. Your kids say stuff. You're not prepared for it. You're like, "Where did this come from?" So let me help you out, okay? I'm gonna help you out for a second. When your kids say something like that, say, don't, say, "Oh, Mom, look at this person who is way different than me." Instead of saying, "Don't stare," I get it, that's a reflex. Don't stare. Instead of saying, "Don't stare," because number one, I can still hear you. And number 2, it kind of makes me feel invisible. So I can still hear you, but you can't see me. That's weird. So instead of saying "don't stare," say, "Can you say hi?" So that's going to accomplish 2 things. Number 1, your kid's going to stop staring, like, immediately. which is what you wanted in the first place, right? And secondly, it makes me feel known, and it makes me feel seen, and it makes me feel good. So, quick tip for you, okay? Does it have to be this way, though? Either this big red carpet moment or like awkward interactions where we go, oh, this is weird, how do we do this? And I have to believe the answer is no. Now, kids, they might seem like the problem, but really I think kids are the solution. So with kids, they're just curious. When they talk to me, when they point me out, they're just curious. And they're looking to me to give them language for what they're seeing and what they're feeling. So, I'm in Kids Club to fix that. I started serving in Oakley, and Saturday nights, 3rd and 4th grade. And if you've never met a 3rd or 4th grader, they're the best age group of all time. They're not too self-aware, and so they still talk to you, and they still laugh at all your jokes. Like, I can do this dabbing thing. I don't know what dabbing is, but I do it, and they like it, so we do it. And honestly, this isn't much of a barrier for them. They can kind of internalize it, and they get over it really quickly. When I came to Eastside, I got put with the kindergartners. And let me tell you, kindergartners are terrible at hiding their emotions. So they see me, and it goes a little something like this. So I had to come up with something really quick, right? So I had to come up with this little speech. You heard that speech. It was at the beginning. I say, am I big or am I little? And they say, you're little. Am I a kid or am I a mommy? You're a mommy. So I'm a little mommy. Yes, you're right. I'm a little mommy. Right? Simple as that. I would say that so much that now it's to the point where they're like, you're a little mommy. We get it. So I want your kids to see me early and see me often, because I believe that that's going to make a better community for all of us. And especially for my daughter, because my daughter is little like me. And I don't want her to go through what I went through. You see, not every moment is kind of awkward. And not every person is kind. So I'm going to show you a video. This was shot by somebody that I know last week in Seattle by a little person. So fair warning, it's going to make you uncomfortable.
You guys good? You guys done? You done? You guys done?
So that situation's not unique. That kind of stuff has been happening my whole life. Most recently, it happened to me 2 years ago. I was walking my dog, Stella, and we were about a half mile away from my house. And eventually, 2 kids came up behind me. They were about 30, 40 feet away. They pulled out their phone, and they started filming me. I look back, oh man. Take the phone down, put the phone back up. They're laughing, and they're filming me. And what do I do with that? I mean, I could turn around and confront them, but then they would have that on tape. I mean, what? I'm just walking. I didn't know what to do. So I just walked home. And when I got home, I felt gutted. Like, I almost felt shame. I was so angry. But I wasn't angry at them. I was angry because somebody modeled that for them. Somewhere down the line, somebody told them it's okay to treat people that way. Or worse, when they were little and they saw somebody different, they weren't given tools on how to handle that. And they still can't handle it. So I'm in Kids Club today because I know that when kids get over this, then I can speak into that. I might not be able to fix those kids, but I can help our kids. In Kids Club, I can show up and I can be there. And I can be an adult in their life that is willing to answer their questions and go through hard things with them and show up week after week after week. It costs me something. I mean, I have to color a lot. I have to learn how to play. Sometimes there's kids, all they want to do is talk about Minecraft the whole time. Let's go, buddy, let's do it. Me and my team, we build into kids today by playing with them so that in the future they can go to student ministry. And in student ministry, our leaders there will build into them and encourage and mentor and challenge them and feed them so much pizza. So if you've got something different about you, maybe it's physical, maybe it's your story, maybe it's the color of your skin, maybe it's where you're from. If you've got something different about you, your voice should be in Kids Club. These kids need to hear from you. And together, with your voice, if kids see you early and often, then you can change the community for the better. Thank you.